Far away, in a vast forest, untouched by human feet, there was a magical place. The trees were always full of fruit and green no matter the season. Fish swam joyfully in the streams, and animals helped one another with kindness. The fat caterpillar was delighted to live in such a prosperous and peaceful forest. Every morning, after enjoying his breakfast, he would go out for long walks. By noon, he would rest on flower petals and sip nectar. One day, while he was resting, he heard some commotion below. He climbed down and saw 3 grasshoppers teasing a poor ladybug. One grasshopper sneered, "Look at that shiny red shell of yours, how it sparkles." Another laughed and added, "And those silly black spots, what a sight." The ladybug, unable to defend herself, hung her head sadly. The fat caterpillar, seeing how upset the ladybug was, felt furious. "Hey you should be ashamed of yourselves," he shouted at the grasshoppers. "Don't you know how wrong it is to mock someone for how they look?" 2 of the grasshoppers lowered their heads, embarrassed by the caterpillar's words. But the 3rd grasshopper puffed up his chest and said, "Stay out of it." The caterpillar's anger grew. "In this forest, all creatures live in peace and harmony," he declared. "If you don't follow those rules, you can't stay here." The defiant grasshopper moved closer, but the other 2 stepped in to defend the caterpillar. "The caterpillar is right," one of them said, and apologized to the ladybug. Defeated, the angry grasshopper turned around and hopped away, followed by his friends. The ladybug approached the caterpillar shyly and said, "Thank you so much for standing up for me. This happens to me often. Many bugs tease me because of my bright colors, and no one wants to be my friend." The caterpillar gently patted the ladybug on her shoulder and smiled. "You are special," he said warmly. "They only tease you because they're jealous. If you want, I can be your friend." The ladybug's face lit up. "I'd love to be your friend," she said. The 2 walked together, climbed onto a flower, and talked for hours. By the end of the day, they had become best friends. The next morning, the caterpillar woke up early to meet his new friend. But as he walked, his foot slipped and he fell into a deep pit. "Help! Somebody help me!" he cried. Soon a shadow appeared above him. "Caterpillar, caterpillar," called the voice. He recognized it immediately. It was the ladybug. The caterpillar shouted back, "Oh ladybug, this pit is too deep. I can't climb out. Please help me." Before he could finish, the ladybug spread her wings and flew down. She gently grabbed the caterpillar and lifted him out of the pit. Grateful, the caterpillar thanked her and invited her to breakfast the next morning. The ladybug gladly accepted. The next day, she arrived with a gift and knocked on his door, but no one answered. She called out, "Caterpillar, are you there?" "It's me, Ladybug." Still there was no reply. Worried, she entered the house and searched everywhere. In the middle of the living room, she found a large cocoon, thinking something terrible had happened to her friend. The ladybug burst into tears and waited for days. Finally, she fell asleep near the cocoon. As she dreamed, the cocoon began to crack open. Out came a beautiful butterfly with dazzling, colorful wings. It was her friend, the fat caterpillar. The new butterfly woke the ladybug gently. At first, she didn't recognize him, but when he explained what had happened, she hugged him tightly. From that day on, the butterfly and the ladybug were inseparable. Whenever one faced trouble, the other was always there to help.